Hi everyone, this is a passage from a book that I'm writing called The Power of You. This passage is called Never Doubt Your Influence. It goes like this. If you are meek and timid now, and no one respects you, and you think that you must make decisions and live life as a meek and timid person, know that who you are today can fundamentally change over time. What likely will not change are the core things that you love. For me, that's tennis and music. My whole life I've loved both, and no matter how good or bad I felt, how good or bad I was, my love for them never wavered. The things you love may change or may not, but the personality that you have can change. It takes a few things. Number one, realizing that who you are now is not you. You are an evolving, changing being. You underlie the person. You underlie the personality. You are awareness that animates and gives life to everything that's within you. You don't need to be bound by the specific constructs of your personality. Number two, you must be willing to go through the pain of changing yourself. This is not a smooth or easy process. We are wired to behave in whatever ways we are based on conditioning, because of a variety of emotions which all interplay in our heads simultaneously and spits out whatever we do at the moment. Whenever you push into fear, whenever you face your fears, you liberate yourself from them, and that can erode the psyche that is largely created by fear. When a person is very fearful, they begin to think all sorts of crazy stuff about how they want to dominate every situation they're in because they're scared they're not going to get what they want. They think about how bad other people are in order to make themselves feel better by comparison. None of these thoughts matter that much, but they're just a reaction of fear. That's all. Do not believe the fear-based thoughts are you. They are fear-based thoughts in you. And they are fear-based thoughts that can go away when you learn to face those fears, or when you realize that you are the awareness underneath them and you can just drop them. Facing fears, though, is scary. It's in the definition of the word. Fear means it's a scary thing. In order to do this, you must treat yourself like an elite athlete of the insides, one who's not scared to touch on any part of their psyche, or one who is scared to touch on a part of their psyche, but with bravery does it anyway. That path can bring real clarity to your life. Without true introspection as to why you do what you do, and without knowledge that you can change completely, you are doomed to repeat the same patterns over and over and over. So if you feel bad about a repetitive problem that has not fixed itself, be glad, because you've figured out the thing you need to work on. It may be that you must solve the problem on the surface, or it may be that you must make an internal shift and then handle the problem. Either way, once you've identified the problem and are willing to make the painful internal changes needed to solve it, it's almost as good as being solved already because you're on the path. The journey is your reward. It's not a goal, not an end point. There is no end point. Every time you reach an end point, life continues on. You just keep on moving. The journey of continually making yourself better and living and loving through the process is where the fruit and the joy and the beauty of life is. Life, success, happiness, they're all moving targets. Just as the cells in your body recycle themselves every so often, so do your intentions and where you are and what you want to do. What remains constant is the process of self-improvement, introspection, and always finding a way to make your life more beautiful, which leads to life being more beautiful for those around you as well. You are not bound to your problems. You are not bound to your personality. You are a beautiful, full, complete person. You only must realize it. The stronger you become in your own self, the stronger your positive influence will be on the world around you and everything you touch. This will affect people around you in ways you will never know, and change the course of history in ways you cannot fathom. In the same way the founding fathers of America in laying out the Constitution benefited hundreds of millions of Americans today, people who live more than 200 years later, you have no idea what your every action and piece of wisdom will do for the world around you. So put every ounce of energy that you can into making yourself the strongest, most amazing person you could imagine yourself to be in your wildest dreams.